John Boy and Olivia be able to forgive Grandpa Zeb for selling their horse to Kurt Willard tonight at 6 p.m. on the Waltons? Find out later. But first, here's the Thamesmen.
They're not.
What we do is on the countdown, when it's counted down, we start insulting each other. Try and get the last insult. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm in San Francisco.
I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
You reach the very low entertainment, high budget reaction channel known as the Thamesmen. And unless you've got lots of time on your hands, move on. Go and find a better channel.
Much better channels. Recommend Alex and Andy. Some of those other guys out there, do a great job. But here, who knows what the hell's going to happen at any given moment.
If you want to hang out and just have a good old wibble with us, then you're probably landed on the right place.
Yeah, exactly. And we do have a Patreon channel, and please join us there, which we're going to got some things coming up. We do curated weeks, and we do odds and sods, and this is part of our odds and sods, I would suggest.
Curated weeks are weeks that we put together focusing on one band or one event, and it's normally a subscriber that's helped build this one. But but odds and sods, George says it's like the stump of despair, where Flash Gordon put his hand in the stump, and did he get bit or not? Oh, I haven't seen that clip for ages.
We should maybe revive.
We could just put it behind us,
Stump of despair.
Stump of despair. Anyway, what are we doing on the stump of despair?
Well, so this was recently, as we know, David Crosby died, and a friend, Susan, she recommended this track, and it's a really interesting track actually for a couple of reasons. And actually the performance more in some ways than the track. So the track is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, or the band is that. It's actually a Neil Young song, and it's called Down by the River. But the performance, now you'll like this, was from the Big Sur Music Festival. So I know they had a Big Sur Music Festival, and this performance was in 1969.
I bet that smelt.
Yeah, it was held 1 month after Woodstock in '69.
Wow.
This performance, particularly this year, but they'd run it for a few years, and it was held at the SLN Institute. So for those of you who don't know, SLN has been a sort of a center of free thinking, free spirit, self-realization. It's just down the coast of Big Sur. It is gorgeous. I went there last year, and it is stunning place in a magic location. And they held this festival. And this is one of the tracks from 1969, and it was about 10 to 15,000 people. They camped out along Highway 1 for like 3 miles apparently.
Wow.
It was a 2-day festival, and apparently it says, this is a great story, the event audience was so well mannered that those without the $4 admission price listened from the highway even though there was no gate. So that's really
That's absolutely brilliant. When you went to Esalen, and for those who don't know Esalen, well, Big Sur is this beautiful location between San Francisco and LA, redwoods and just big cliffs, and Esalen is kind of this hippie yoga meditation retreat place. Did you go to the hot springs?
Of course,
naked.
That's too much information for our viewers there, my friend.
Well, no, it's not. Yeah, people go naked to the hot springs.
Well, but they don't need to picture this. You don't need to bring this mind. You don't need to put this image into their
Oh my God, I'm never going to the Esalen Institute. You didn't you? Jesus Christ.
We could go together. We'll go together. We'll go together.
And also for for those who don't know the Esalen, if you picture Mad Men, do you remember that thing, the Mad Men, the program about the advertising?
Oh yeah.
And
John
at the very end, he kind of lost it and he went off and he found himself in a hippie retreat and he came up with an advert. Okay. And it was the Coca-Cola. I'd love to make the world. And he thought that in the Esalen Institute. More the hippie love. Anyway. All right. So I'm really interested in this.
Okay, so it's great. It's a great performance. Like I said, it obviously David Crosby died recently, and it's very sad. This is a Neil Young song with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Interesting thing. Look out in the audience. Joan Baez, who was another one of the performers you can see in the audience, apparently, if you look closely. So,
when I was last down in Big Sur, and there was, I was staying in the Deachings, down the road, Joan Baez was having a concert.
Oh, really? Okay. Still
Couldn't be bothered to go.
Really? Oh, you loser.
Let's do this. Three, two...
Hold on. I'm not...
No.
Sorry. Put the brakes on. Okay, I'm ready now. Sorry.
3, so professional. 2, 1, boom.
Be on my side, I'll be on your side, baby. There is no reason for you to hide. It's so hard for me staying here all alone when you could be taking me for a ride. She could drag me over the rainbow, send me away. Down by the river, I shot my baby. Down by the together we may get away. This much madness is too much sorrow. It's impossible to make it today. She could drag me over the rainbow, send me where down by the river.
Isn't that a moment in time?
What a rare piece of footage. That was absolutely magical.
It was, wasn't it? You know, just everything about it was perfect.
The way that they positioned themselves, and they were just all locked in, the three of them, and you know, it was organic. It was just wasn't planned. It was chaos.
Yeah, just jamming and just grooving out together. You know, it was. What can you imagine of being like poolside at a gig like that? You know, wouldn't that be a magic moment?
And also, just so typified the whole. I wasn't around then. I would have loved to have been. That would have been the era I would have liked to have been in as a musician. Yeah. And I mean, they had it all. They had the poncho, right? They had, you know, not too sure really what I'm wearing, but I'm going to wear it.
Tassels were okay.
You could just put on a nice silk tablecloth and wave your arms.
You see, I was going to want. There was definitely a waving arm thing going on in the 60s, wasn't there?
Oh,
you know, it was definitely a sort of like, you know, you had the whole like, you know, that was a very much of the time, wasn't it?
It's the armpit hair. You had to, you know,
is that what it was?
Yeah, you had to air them. You know,
or show them off. You were showing them off.
Show them off.
Yeah,
it shows them off. Oh. It's an exotic sign that you are right.
Liberated.
Oh, liberated. But that's better than ripe.
It could be
yes,
ripe.
Liberated.
Liberated. Yeah.
The more they smell, the more free you are.
You've cast off the shackles of capitalist pigs, and by waving your arms, you're showing you're unshackled.
Unbelievable. And I mean, just also wearing household items.
Like ladles.
Well, no, like
I didn't see any ladles,
carpets and tablecloths, you know, and tassels and stuff. Not ladles. Just fucking come in with a whole kitchen outfit, a cheese grater down there.
I would put it down there.
I'll put a saucepan.
I'll put it somewhere else.
Oh God, we would have been shit in the 60s,
we were rubbish
70s. We would have come out in fucking haberdashery items. Oh, I know. Did you see Joan Baez?
Yeah, absolutely. And just like the great crowd, and just like it was rammed there where you saw that aerial footage. You know, just like, and it is steep cliffs there. You know, with a pool. I mean, health and safety. Come on, what the hell?
I know exactly where it is, and you saw the bridge, a famous bridge as well.
Yeah, exactly. All that bit. Yeah. If anyone hasn't been to America or hasn't been to Big Sur, it is worth the drive if it hasn't been washed out by a winter storm. It is gorgeous over there.
There is one thing you can do. If you're a European and you want to come over, or if you're an American or whatever you want to do it, the Highway 1, absolutely fantastic. Go to LA, and I'm just going to put it out there, very anti-hippie, just rent yourself a big old Mustang and just drive up Highway 1 to... Roof down. You'll be burnt within minutes. No, and get to San Francisco. Maybe even go up to Portland. It's just an unbelievable journey, isn't it?
You honestly, I've had a lot of friends who turn up here, and 90% of them show up in a convertible Mustang, and you go, oh yeah, rental car, yeah.
I've even got a sign for it. It's Tang. Tang. That's the M. The Tang. All right, that I absolutely adored. That was a super rare piece of footage. I loved it. I love the vibe and the energy.
Yeah, I think it comes from a film called The Celebration at Big Sur, or some people call it Celebration, which is a film that came out in like 71 or something like that. And it has, Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez and, obviously Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And I think the footage was probably taken from that bit of film. Right. So that would be a great film to see. So.
Well, like and subscribe, peeps. We got lots coming up. So, come on journey with us and grow your armpit hair out and wear some things from Kitchen and join the movement. Don't forget your ladle. I-O. I-O? Who says I-O? E-I-E-I-O. Are you looking for... No, I nearly yodeled. It's a yodel. Yeah, but you said ladle, so I just... It wasn't a full yodel, it was a ladle. The I-O. No, it was like farmer. I-O. I-O. It's weird. Oh, speak to you on the flip side. See you on the flip side. Bye. Mind for hair.
Thank you.